Hello, welcome to Perspectives on the Voice of America. I'm Vincent McCory sitting in for Demiake Mwakaliali. Barack Obama has accepted the Democratic Party's presidential nomination with a call for change and a promise to end what he called 8 years of failed policies of President George Bush. Obama appeared before nearly 80,000 supporters Thursday on the final day of the Democratic National Convention in Denver. He is the first African-American in U.S. history to lead a major party presidential ticket. The address came on the 45th anniversary of Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech on racial equality. In his speech, Obama criticized Republican candidate John McCain for voting with President Bush more than 90% of the time. Obama vowed to end the Iraqi war responsibly and finish the fight against al-Qaeda and the Taliban. He criticized McCain for supporting the war in Iraq instead of focusing efforts on capturing al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden. On domestic issues, Obama vowed to cut taxes for working families, stop tax breaks for corporations that move jobs overseas, and end U.S. dependency on oil from the Middle East. The McCain campaign called the speech misleading and at odds with Obama's record as the first-time U.S. Senator. Republicans hold their national convention next week in Minnesota. Obama is the son of a white mother from Kansas and an African father from Kenya. Like Obama's late father, many African immigrants and refugees new to the United States come hoping to make a better life for themselves and their families. Now, with Obama the Democrats' candidate for president, many see in him the unlimited possibility of the American dream. VOA's Demiake Mwakaliali takes us to a place in Denver popular with new arrivals from Africa.
It all starts right here for many immigrants and refugees in Denver. The African Community Center helps them transition to a new way of life by providing much-needed basic services. The newcomers come from all over the world, but the center's resettlement manager, Jamal Ali, says the majority are from Africa.
For the past 3 years, 70% of those refugees were from Africa. And also in other immigrants who need a service and knowledge about what's around them.
The journey for most of these refugees and immigrants is a long one. It took George Serwenda nearly 15 years to make his way from Burundi to this Rocky Mountain community. He's been in Denver just 7 months.
My family fled first from Burundi in 1972, went to Rwanda. From Rwanda, they went back to Burundi, but the things were not settled. They had to flee again. They went back to Rwanda. Then 1993, when there was a very big influx of refugees, my family was also again forced to flee to Tanzania, where we had to live in a refugee camp in Kasulu, Kigoma.
The center helped Serwanda, his wife, and 3 children resettle in Denver, and for that he is grateful.
They got stuff for me, for my house, for my kids, and take me to various offices for various needs that I have.
Ali is a former refugee from Somalia who's now a U.S. citizen. He has made helping other refugees like Serwanda a personal cause. He started off volunteering at the center but ended up working here. He's fluent in Somali, Swahili, Arabic, and Amharic. Critical to communicate with those he says are not here by choice.
They can't go back to their home country. They have a lot of persecution going on in their background. Might be living in a camp for over 15 years. So once you put that human face, it kind of gives you a different perception from the mainstream community.
The Denver Center is an offspring of the Virginia-based Ethiopian Community Development Council. Tsehai Tefera started it 25 years ago to accommodate an influx of Ethiopians fleeing political turmoil. It expanded to include other African groups, and there are now 12 sites around the country.
Our role is really being the bridge between the newcomers and the old comers. So we'll continue to play that role. And also, I think the immigrants coming here, developing skills, developing wealth, are also not helping the society, but also helping their folks back home.
The Denver Center helps refugees assimilate by teaching English as a second language. Jody Roberts is one of the teachers.
A lot of them here do speak some English already.
Emily Getliff runs the center's youth program. About 100 immigrant and refugee children from 12 to 18 years old take part.
When they're newcomers here, they really don't have access to many resources or anywhere to go or anywhere to be, and so this is a really great place for that.
Denver's diversity is one reason Tefera says he opened a branch there. There are numerous restaurants operated by immigrants from different African countries, especially Ethiopia and Somalia. And there are other strong community bonds among certain groups, like this gathering of people from the Ogaden region of Ethiopia. Ali says the Democratic Convention helps to highlight Denver's diversity in a positive way, a credit he attributes to the efforts of the ACC. From the Democratic Convention in Denver, Dimiake Mokaliele, VOA News.
That's it for today. I'm Vincent McCory for the Voice of America.